Your Mendota Trojans are on the air. We are at the next to last game of the season, potentially, for your Mendota Trojans. We are on the road facing the Sterling Newman Comets. We are both visitors here because we're actually at Sterling High School's beautiful field. Got to say, we're impressed with the facility. But before we talk about the game tonight, let's talk about last week's game. We took the Boilermakers to the final seconds. What were your thoughts on that contest?
Takeaways is it's a game that got away from them. It's absolutely a game that they should have won and a game that they needed to win too, but that just puts more pressure on tonight's game, makes it that much more of a must-win. If you want to get to the playoffs, it's a win tonight and it's a win next week against St. Bede, but it has to start here tonight with a win. And yeah, last week kind of set the tone for that.
They have a tall hill to climb. Tonight's contest, it's wet, it's rainy. Expect the turnover battle to be fierce and that ball to be slippery. We talked to Coach Keegan Hill before tonight's contest. Coach Keegan Hill ahead of tonight's contest on the road against Sterling Newman of the Comets. Before we talk about that game, let's talk about that homecoming game. On the stat sheets, you guys blew them away everywhere but on the scoreboard. What can we take away from that game?
A lot of things to be proud of. Turning the ball over more than them was not one of them. So we needed to take the ball away more and protect it better. And we would have been in a great opportunity to finish that game with a win.
A lot of close calls in that game in regards to single plays making a difference from beginning to the end. How does that make you feel seeing a win just that close to happening and just slipping through your fingers like that?
Well, putting ourselves in a situation where every play matters. That's been the most contested, closest game we've had all season. So, learning how to do that, that was our first chance to really do that. So learning from it. So in a tight game where we expect to be in more of those, we play better in those situations.
It's got to make you feel good to take a team that went into the playoffs last season and did well last year, take them right into overtime. That's got to really give you guys a boost on what your program's developing into.
We played well on each side of the ball in a lot of different circumstances, being physical on the line of scrimmage, playing defense better in the second half to minimize big plays, really minimizing big plays the whole game other than the end of the first half. Putting ourselves in a chance to win the game regardless of the opponent was the thing I'm most proud of.
Sterling Newman on the road. They're going to be a tough team going to their house for the first time. What challenges do you think this team will face tonight?
Style of play. They want to minimize possessions. They want to minimize big plays with the style of they play on defense. We need to be able to win the turnover battle that we didn't win last week, and that'll give us the best opportunity to score more points.
As the season goes on, injuries start to stack up. How are we doing on that front?
We're doing all right. We played it safe with Isaac Smith last week, and we're glad that he's doing well this week.
And academically, everybody's keeping up to snuff as well?
Academically, we've done an excellent job this year, and so far so good on that.
Just a couple of games left to go in this season. Any players so far that have really stood out this year and are really going above and beyond your expectations?
More specifically to last week, our offensive line played their best graded game of the week or of the season collectively. Individually and collectively, they all played better than they've played all season. Tony Childs, toting the rock as many times as he did with our limited backfield. Proud of him, and playing every snap of defense and carrying the ball that many times is a testament to his toughness and his mindset as a leader.
And looking forward to the last game of the year and, of course, to postseason aspirations. You guys are in a tight spot. You have to win out. What are you telling the guys to keep motivated to try to get that done?
They're motivating themselves, which is an excellent thing to see. So collectively having another positive week of practice. The weather has not beat us, and getting ready on all three phases. It's exciting to coach these guys.
All right, go get them tonight, Coach.
Thanks. Go Trojans.
The Mendota Trojans will be taking on the Sterling Newman Comets. We'll have that game for you live starting about 6:50 on Classic Country 100.1 WGLC and streaming online at WGLC.net. Now, Aaron, tonight we know the Comets are a good team. They have a history of winning.
Yes, they do. In fact, they've been to 20 straight playoff appearances, and actually they haven't had a losing season since 1991. So this is a very successful program. And if you're this year's team, looking at about a 4-3 record they are right now. So you don't want to be the team that breaks that streak. So this is as much of an important game as it is for Mendota. It is that much as important for this Comets team tonight as well.
And the Trojans' offense is getting the ball moving. The Comets' offense, not so much.
No, only averaging 14 points a game this year, but the caveat to that is they're only giving up 19. So while their offense might not be that great, their defense makes up for it. And the thing is, like you said, Mendota's offense has been really moving the ball great so far this year, and actually especially in the last couple of games. Anthony Childs has really found a groove in the season. Isaac Smith, we'll see if he goes tonight or not. He took a tough hit last week. We'll see if he's out there or not, but it's going to be another Anthony Childs game. As you mentioned with the weather, the rain, it's going to come down to can you control the ball, control the turnover battle, keep the ball on the ground, and give yourself a chance to win.
We will see what happens on your radio, of course, and streaming online at WGLC.net. I'm Charles Van Horn alongside Aaron Pelican. Mendota Trojans football tonight on Classic Country 100.1 WGLC. I don't get the hand thingy. That's not...
It's kind of my thing now at this point.
It's not a very good thingy.
It's a great thing. I want me to double them.
Is that a big cell tower right there? No, what is that thing? I don't know what that is.
It's just a hornet's nest.
I don't know what that is. Let me move the camera here. I don't know what the heck that thing is.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Looks like the swab of a COVID test.